Hello, is it me you're looking for? What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? It is I, James, redoptionagency.com, 22 years. Happy dancing full-time on eBay. Wah, wah, wah. Sound effects. But yesterday, the bottom fell out of eBay, didn't it? Wow. Server failures all day yesterday. So on my new account, I was getting mostly that page that says server failure. And then on the old account, I was getting more of the white page with the disconnect failure. So huge problems across the board. There was even a time where the down detector was spiking, because after I made that post, I'm going to look at down detector, see if this is more widespread. And it said indicating problems at eBay. So wasn't the only one feeling it. But hey, we're live another day. That would be me and you. Be pretty creepy if you weren't and you were still watching this video. Actually, it'd probably be pretty kick-ass. I wish there was a way you could tell me. If you're not alive and you're watching this video, find a way to let me know. I'd be curious to see how many, I don't know, what's the proper term for a dead YouTube watcher without insulting them? I don't know. Ghoul seems kind of, that'd be a mischievous dead person, I would think. They wouldn't be watching YouTube. And I can't say unfortunate ex-living person, because it might be better to be not living. No, I can't really say ex-earth walkers, because technically you could probably be walking the earth also. I don't know. Crap. I don't know. Figure it out. You know who you are if you're watching this video. Stop it. Hey, you never know. Maybe this video goes viral because of my unliving viewers. How come they don't get a count? How come their likes don't matter in my videos? They were people too once. They should count. Rights for everybody. Peace out. All right, stop. Well, I got about 20 items here. Got new store, old store, and posh store. So even when eBay's falling out, got a couple of other stores to fall back on. Only one card sold yesterday, and it was a $20 signed one, so thank you. But you're going to see, I've been trying when I talk about it to give you the actual card numbers, since that's kind of just a special thing, so that you could still get a picture of what the eBay sales are. So I've been doing that since day one, even subconsciously. So plus I'm very thankful for it. I did get the proof back for, it's on this phone, so I can't show you either. Good, James. Because if I was tempted to show you, I couldn't. It's on that phone. I did get the proof back for card number 2, the shipper. Should I do a pre-order again with it? You guys know pretty much what it's about now. I kind of want to do like if it ever takes off, I want to give you guys, I don't have my glasses on. It looks like $13.99 something. First opportunity. Like if you're watching this video, you get first opportunity. The link is below the video, right? So if it ever does something where it gets to a point where it does sell out, you guys still got first shot at it. So I ain't going to do it today, obviously, but and I got to pick a date I want to release it. So this is the 15th, so it's been released about a week. So maybe we'll just make it like the 1st of every month. And then maybe the weekend or a few days before the 1st, I'll do a pre-order on that video. So if you're watching that video, and then I'll put the link in the description, first and foremost on the first day. Then the second day, I'll start putting it out there. Hey, high hopes again, obviously, but also want to make sure that those who supported me the longest get the first of everything. So if it did take off and turn into a collectible, you guys had it first if you want it. So always try to I try to be more aware of as you get older, you try to be more aware of the things and the support and the people around you, right? So even though this is something kind of superficial pretty much, and it's nothing right now, probably will never grow in. No, it's going to grow into something. Manifest it. It's going to grow. It's going to be huge. But I still got a lot of, still probably got about probably less than 100 of number 1 left. So I may, since it's number, I don't know, did I just put them in my store and leave them up with number 2, and then maybe people who see number 2 who didn't hear about it at number 1 go, ooh, I want to get number 1 also. And then maybe the collectible are the signed ones. I don't know, I'm not sure. But anyway, enough of that. So eBay yesterday was my lowest, third lowest day in the last 31 days. eBay US, that is. We're going to play that because I always forget to add the other. eBay US, $537. Wah, wah, wah. But we're going to pull in and see if there's any international that made a difference. All eBay sites. If you don't know, I use Web Interpret. And they put the items on the international eBay websites and take 5% when an item sells. So across the board, $564. So down 24% from the day before. So yeah, that was pretty bad. But so 567. I need something to write on, man. Got a pencil? Now give me something to write on, man. Number of items sold yesterday, 35. So didn't even make it to the 40. So still, feeling that around 40 mark. We gotta break that. Gotta break the chains. This morning so far, we are at 9:45 a.m. I went back to bed after I fed the dogs because my head is pounding with sinus problems. It's still a little bit there. So hopefully that'll clear up during this video. 11 items sold, 6 promoted, 5 organic. For a total of $144. Headed to 10 a.m. Why do I keep wanting to say p.m.? On the news store yesterday, did $45. So I add 45 to that. We're at about 600 now. Plus a little on Posh. And the item that sold on Posh is an item that I put up in my new store. Somebody finally bought that jacket that originally sold. eBay charged them twice, so they canceled it. Never came back, but it's sold on Posh. So, and that was $25. So a little over $600 combined from those three. Those 3 revenue streams. Those 3 revenue streams. Let's go ahead and do these new store right quick. Get these knocked out. Before we get into questions and comments, since I'm here. I want to make sure I keep this count moving. We've got both of them are going to be my foundation items for this store. Got a Boeing t-shirt, the F-15EX, sold for $10.50. And that's headed to Portland, Oregon. So, the importance of a foundation item. If you can't find nothing else, have a foundation item that you can find plenty of, list in bulk, and they will save your butt on a daily basis. I don't know why I did that, dummy. No. It said 12 by 10 by 2. I typed in 10 by 12 by 2. It's already set, James. And next up is another one. Now, how many of you guys would have picked this up? How many times have you heard me say that in the history of you watching my video? Take how many times I've said that and go, well, maybe there's something to it. If you can list in bulk, if you have the free listings, if you want to grow it, and you've watched my How to List 200 Items in a Day video, and you've got everything down where you can list 50, 60, 70, 100, 200 a day. Greyhounds. I don't know what team it was. I just put Greyhounds. T-shirt. Sold for $8. So, there you go. There's a 6. Melissa. Headed to Pennsylvania. Review purchases. Get those revenue streams going. If you want to cross list, Vendu is below. Again, Vendu did not, it delisted yesterday on the item sold, but did not delist this jacket that sold. So you definitely got to check, because it's not 100% working. And I missed the call about being a, whatever you call it. I didn't miss the call. I missed the email to sign up for the call. To talk to them about an ambassador, whatever that is. Whatever that entails. I have no idea. But you guys use the crap out of my link, so I appreciate that, because I get a little kickback from that. And that's what they have noticed, is the amount of you guys who use my affiliate link. Print the scan form since there's 2 together. Yay. Generation. Clash. Generation. Clash. Okay, it's at 101 on here, James. There we go. Print. All right. What is today? Today's Tuesday. No, today's Wednesday. No. Yeah, today's Wednesday. I didn't watch my Curse of Oak Island because it's off for the season, so it throws me off now. That's how I know it's Tuesday, if I know I got to watch Curse of Oak Island. Now I got to switch that to Skinwalker Ranch. Skinwalker Ranch I watched last night. Actually, I didn't even watch it all. I started falling asleep, so I turned it off. I used to read about Skinwalker Ranch before, many, many years ago, and I had this place envisioned in my mind what it looked like with all the weird things that would go on there. And then, of course, when you see it in person or on TV, in reality, it doesn't live up to your imagination. I just pictured this dark, sinister place where you could actually see the portals and things like that, right? Yeah, life don't work that way. Science fiction works that way, but life don't. Just curious what they're finding there with, if you don't know or don't want to watch Curse Oak Island, there's a spot on the ranch that they found in the air that kind of, it basically bends time and space. If you think about it, they haven't actually said that, because when they put a GPS unit up into it and going through it, it shows the GPS is actually going down and into the rock face. So it's interfering with the actual GPS coordinates. So something there's interfering with it for one reason or another. And then I look at it and I'm thinking, what if, kind of like Stranger Things. I never watched Stranger Things except for that one scene, and it was upside down world, right? What if that is a basis off of that term? I don't know what that reality was in the show. I didn't watch it. But what if up really isn't up in that time and space? What we see as up is actually, left or right. So I find it fascinating, that interference blob that they actually got a picture of when it lit up, that there's something there. It's pretty remarkable. And then the whole, how you always hear like Native American stories of people walking into rocks, or things or actually don't even know if they're people, entities, things walking into rock faces in a lot of Native American culture in the history, in the past. And there's actually a couple of those places in the Grand Canyon too that are actually off limits to people, to humans. They ain't gonna let you go there. But and to see the light things and the things that shoot through that rock face on that land, it kind of takes your human mind and go, there's something there that the human mind can't process, right? How is this going through a rock? When we hit the rock, we feel it. How is something going through that rock? So I love all that different time, space, maybe a different parallel. So it looks like it's going through the rock to us, but in reality, their reality, that rock's not there. Love that stuff. I love trying to comprehend stuff that we're not supposed to be able to comprehend, but yet I'm not anywhere near. But yet most of the stuff confuses the hell out of me. Like if we were talking that Neo guy or whatever, or whoever, these scientists and stuff, they'd be talking right over my head, obviously. You'd have to dumb it down for me to get started to wrap my head around it. So I like playing the dumb side of thinking like that. Okay, shut up, James. Questions and comments. James, you analyze your feelings exactly right. It's something new. I've been here before. Breathe deeply and enjoy it. Thank you, Michael, for that $2. $2. I want my $2. You can look at your conversion rate when promoting at 2% versus 20% and determine if your view quality ranking is affected. Speaking of that, I had a question yesterday about my off-site ads. So I went and looked, and it was still doing really good. I hadn't checked in a while. Active campaign. And it's at 5.99 return on ad spend. For my store, that's freaking huge. I wanted to keep it right around there because that's the norm for businesses. But for a while, mine was hovering like 3 to 4, I believe. So I was either going to accept that or not accept it. But it's been going up. So I don't know what's changing that. I have no idea. I started February 24th. I've spent $273 on offsite ads. and made $1,635 on offsite ads. So yesterday, after going in there, I've been doing $10 a day every day since then. I go, well, I got a nice steady pace at $10. I know what $10 is going to do. Let's bump it up to $15. Let's see if $15 will get me more sales. This might be the way to go to climb the eBay sales, being that eBay is not cooperating properly. Use the search engines. So I bumped it up to 15 last night. So we will see, or yesterday. So we'll see where it goes. Dun, 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 dun. And that was the last 31 days. In the history of me using this campaign, is at 4.88% return on ad spend. So it's gotten better over time. It's been slowly climbing up. So I don't know if it's a learning thing too. I'm not sure. But it's slowly gotten better over time. Amy says, you are welcome, the thrifter, and looking forward to the next card. She gave me the idea to use the same style cards for each series. So makes sense. And then I could do different cards for the special editions to make them really stand out as special editions. So thank you. Yes. Thank you again for giving me that, throwing that idea at me. That seems pretty common sense that I missed. I saved this graphic the other day, and I'm going to have a bunch of them printed and make wallpaper on a section of my storage unit. That's the It's Not You, It's Us server down from eBay. The card is really neat. James, where do you get your supplies from? Got a list or any links? Juro Pack below for any bubble mailers or poly bags. You can save 10% on your order there. And then I get a little kickback on it. So that's there. Boxes, I usually end up just going through Uline because I usually wait till the last minute. And then I just do a huge bulk order. So I usually just go through Uline. Not the cheapest place for shipping. So if you only buy little by little, you can probably find the cheapest places are on eBay. That's where I get the mailers for the cards. Or if I just go in to buy one little thing because I need it, because I'm running out, instead of using Uline for a big order, I'll find it on eBay, like LP boxes. I usually find the cheapest on eBay. So he looks like the Sean T. Phillips guy who talks insanely fast and always goes out on Tuesdays to buy movies. Who's Sean T. Phillips? I have no clue. There's tons of different people coming up under Sean T. Phillips, so I have no idea who that is. You mentioned the odd stuff. I have a pile of 90s NASCAR and hero cards and boxes of 70s and 80s militia air card brochures like you'd get at the dealership. Oh yeah, I'm going full weird oddities in my store now. Can't hurt any worse. No, and that stuff too, if you're the only one on eBay, you can start high. Just turn on best offer. It's going to be what you're going to get what somebody's willing to pay, but start high, because you never know if you can't find a comp on it. But yeah, I talked about that yesterday, how if eBay is using the geographical thing, and that one thing around that is to put up items that nobody else has or has very little of, because then you're going to get seen no matter where that person's looking it up at. If somebody in California is looking up XYZ and there's thousands of them up on eBay, and you're in New York, chances are they're not going to see yours because of the geographic crap. So put unique items up. They could save your butt. Things that you put off because it's not a common item or because you can't find a comp for it that you just threw aside because it's an oddball, a weird thing, get those listed. If you don't do anything else this summer, get those listed. Those may be what's going to save your butt. Had one sale at 6:30 this morning and nothing until a few minutes ago. This was 12 hours ago. Okay. I don't expect there to be more for me tonight either. That's the pattern these days. My store is open about 3 hours a day. I think eBay owes us a refund on store fees for the issues. Yeah. And eBay, there was a 6-hour window last night. Nothing came through. So there was a shutdown last night for 6 hours. Hopefully they fixed all the crap that was wrong yesterday because there was a lot. My drafts kept disappearing because I've got about 100 to 150 drafts done, completed. I got to get listed today, but they kept vanishing all day yesterday too. So major problems on the site yesterday. You're working while giving the post office a job as well. I sold 11 Yu-Gi-Oh cards yesterday. So far, past 2 months, I've made $800 after fees, selling 680. And there ain't a lot of money in those cards. I was playing for a little break yesterday. I have tons of baseball cards and stuff. And so I was going through them, seeing if there was any decent dollar ones. But I was also trying to see if there was a quick way of listing them. So that, hey, if I want to get into it, I'm not putting no time into it. So I played around with the eBay app where you can take the picture and then sell similar. And that was a pain in the ass. That was slower than my process. But I believe there are scanners and programs out there that you can scan the card. It will read everything on the card and bring it all up for you. You know, I'm not there yet. I don't have that many cards. And I don't really want to, if I'm going to sell in bulk cards for that low a dollar thing, I need to be quicker with those than I am with CDs. So that's where I'm kind of basing it on, because I got tons of CDs. Dollar per item is higher with CDs. So if I'm going to get cards, I have to be able to list those probably, I would say 3 or 4 times faster than I can list a CD to make it worth my time. So I was just looking around for different things like that. So if you know of anything and it don't cost a lot of money, might be something I check into. So, and play with and whatever. I have started going to my last page of items, ending the listing with no views, dropping price 10%, and then relisting. Yeah, I end and sell similar on everything that goes over 6 months old. So I've been doing a few pages here and there every day. Happens to me whenever I try to sell similar. I have to go back and save a draft, open the draft, and work around, but pretty annoying. That is the server failure. I put on my tinfoil hat before I clicked this video. I'm not sure. Somebody must have came in and said something. I don't know. Something going on there. Trying to organize my stuff as well. Right now, the clothing are together. Just need to spend a day labeling my boxes and putting items in the marked box, selling around 3 to 5 a day, trying to get more consistent, making progress each month. So I love to see it. I think you're doing a fantastic job selling things you love. I don't collect stuff, but the card idea was great. People that are criticizing you are just jealous and unkind. They would love to be starting from where you are. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, we're pretty much caught up, I think. Let's get this stuff shipped. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So every Thanksgiving we get the Popeyes turkey. Good turkey. You got to pre-order it because it sells out normally, or at least has. We usually get two, one for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas, and the best turkeys I've ever eaten. But they come with, last year they came with like these aprons, Popeye aprons. So I put them up, finally sold one for $14. So the turkey's $100 a piece, but I got 14 of that back by selling the apron. So I have not pulled that yet. We've got a bulk order that just sold, a Mr. Baseball VHS tape, and a Magnum PI DVD set for $8. That's not pulled yet. Best of Kansas City K-Tel cassette sold for $4, not pulled yet. And the rest should be pulled. So let's do it. Get it done. Okay, we got a Germany. Got another Germany. And that's all the international. 2 Germanys. Haven't had Germany in a while. Got 2 in a row. Nice, nice, nice. First up, we've got Caroline DVD. Nope, that's not Caroline. Similar. It's the same person, right? I think the same person made both of these. That would be Tim Burton. Beetlejuice is Tim Burton, right? Yes. And Caroline is Tim Burton, because it says Nightmare Before Christmas. So for $4.20, headed to Lee's Summit, Missouri. That needs a little squirt. Need a little squirt. On the disc, it needs a little squirt. To make it fixed, it needs a little squirt. Here you are with the little squirt. It doesn't go in your VCR. Caroline. Let's knock it out. That's going to be like a 3. Yep. 3. And ground advantage. Daryl. I forgot to ship the Posh. Oh, I'm going to have to... eBay's not loading properly. What? Did it finally load? Nope. I'm going to have to do that because you don't want to load. Why is my Hotmail not signing in on its own? Okay, let's do this all over again. Let's make sure it loads. Everything's loaded this time. Okay. Remove the Germanys. Make sure everything's loaded so I don't have to do this again. Everything is loaded. 3. Ground. What's up my hot whale now? Really? Come on now. Thank you. Oh, I just sold another item on Posh. Posh is working. Sold to Fire Attire. Fire Attire. Come on, good Lord, what's going on up in here? You're killing me. All right. on Posh, sold for $24. 24? I thought I had this up for more than 24. How the hell did that happen? I thought I had it up for like 40. Huh. Maybe I messed something up. Anyway, we got this Ralph Lauren crest blazer. That's odd. I must have really screwed that up somehow. Sold for $24, headed to Louisiana. I bet you they're going to resell it. Fire a tire. Probably not. After paying shipping and that, ain't going to make much off of that. Not online, anyway. There we go. What was the other thing I just sold? LA Kings hat. LA Kings hat just sold for $12. So we'll get that later. Back to here. Next up, Ben Folds 5 promo CD, sold for $6.30, headed to Lake Forest Park, Washington. Boom, boom, boom. We are alive another day to do what you love to do. Lord. Next up, we've got, are you ready for a hat lot? Yeah. We got two De Schmidt, which is the school hats. Sold for $10.50 a piece. Headed to Danbury, Connecticut. We got Courtney and Pee Wee both down here today. In their normal resting spots. I think I'm about ready. I'm probably going to be changing hers soon because I'll probably pull her thing out in the open, so she'll be in the way, but I'm going to put the couch down and utilize that space better. So you'll be able to see her on camera then too. She usually lays there anyway without the bed, so figured it ain't going to disrupt her any. And then she can actually keep an eye on me if she wanted to. I think that's why she sits out there sometimes, to keep an eye. Know when I'm going to leave. Inca Remix CD sold for $10, headed to Massachusetts. Let me go ahead and place this. He's cracked and sharp.
Hello, White. How you doing? How's my fluffy face? My fluffy face.
All right. Get off. Four. Raphael. Dun, 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 dun. Next up, we've got Video Game Magazine from 1997. Sold for $17.50, headed to New York. dun, dun, dun. 15. My mind's just been trying to, it's been in creative mode yesterday, just trying to think of different things and ways, and like get the card in. Where else can I go with the card? Like to promote it wise. Things like how can I get my YouTube channel to take off a little bit faster? Just been throwing around ideas. Deep Dance 8.5 CD. Sold for $10.50. Headed to Waverly, New York. Just been in that grow, expand mindset. But in a way that's not going to take any more of my time. Like looking around, like what am I not utilizing that's right in front of me? Kind of like the way I talked yesterday about items. I'm doing that with things. Saying, okay, what you know, there's stuff you're missing or you're missing out on. What are those items? What are those things? Can I use them to my advantage? To get more traffic to the store, sell more cards, get more traffic to YouTube. So just kind of exploring and brainstorming. And Claudia and Rico CD sold for $7, headed to Memphis, Tennessee. Maybe the heat's on. It's gotten chilly outside, so maybe Jan turned on the heat overnight. I'm not sure. Smells like heat. Wait, what? Oh, okay, it's 5 still. Duh. Claudia. That's got to be the heat. I got the door open just in case he needed to go to the bathroom. The Alarm on VHS. Sold for $12.30. Headed to Colorado Springs, Colorado. Whoops. Antonio. The bottom fell out of eBay. Are you ready for a cassette light? Yeah. Bach and Chopin. 2 classical tapes. Sold for $4.20 a piece. Headed to Glendova, California. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, as I was pulling today, I'm like, I was thinking how bad eBay was yesterday. But when you've got positive things you can do to offset it or to try to fight it, for me, it automatically puts me into a more positive go-get mode. So just knowing that I've got the second store, I can keep building with clothes, cross-posting to Posh, doing this card thing, doing something I enjoy. When you've got a lot more going on than just eBay sucked today, that gives you motivation. It changes, for me, it changes my mindset. because when I was thinking that as pulling, my thought just went straight to, yeah, but you're alive another day to make it better tomorrow. Next up, we've got this. I just put a circle pattern trucker cap. Sold for $5. Headed to Newburgh, Maryland. So if you are feeling flustered with eBay sales, do something. Whether that's using Vendu, cross post onto Posh or Macari, do something. It'll give your mind positivity that you can actually do something. Being that eBay these days doesn't reward you for the time you put into eBay these days. Unless you find a way around the system, whether that is opening a second store and trying to... I must say, for as little as I got in there, my sales are pretty consistent so far, right off the bat. We've got these Kate Spade sunglasses Jan found at the bins. Sold for $13.50, headed to Vashon, Washington. Ashley. Next up, we've got Sydney Harbor woman's cap, like a sun cap. Sold for $7. Headed to Temple Hills, Maryland. There's a lot of Marylands today, huh? Or at least a couple. A couple of Washingtons too. Get in there. Get in there, I say, hey boo boo. Stick to your guns. Barbara. Prince of the city, I'll be thy name. Thy kingdom come, I will be done. I watch you say, watch me run. Got this vintage Seattle Mariners cap. Sold for $21, headed to Seattle. What's up, fluffy face? He's still on steroids, but it's not doing anything to help his itching, so he's still got another week of those before I can get some Quil in him, so he'll stop scratching. You can't use them together. I know I don't know why the steroids did not work. This is headed to Tripod Coffee. So I guess if you're in Seattle, Washington, there's a place called Tripod Coffee. They bought that hat from me. Go in there, buy you a coffee, and tell them, hey, I know where you got that hat. And then tell them to look on YouTube for My Great Reseller Life. There we go. All right, Boeing Hat. Sold for $10.50, headed to Evans, Georgia. See, I mean, he's wearing himself out scratching so much. Why did I hear a weird noise? But the steroid definitely did not work. And then he's got infection medicine too that he's taking because he's always gnawing at his legs and his paws. And I don't know. I told the vet I think it's anxiety. Like there's just something different than any other dog I've had when it comes to them scratching and stuff. So I don't know. Andrew. Next up, of Monster and Men's CD. Sold for $4. Headed to Frederick, Maryland again. Good Lord, how many Maryland and Washingtons are there? That's crazy. Give me more. 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 Alright. Let's see. What, $4? Don't fall. Next up, we got Just for Does. Just for Does. Oh, Just for Does. Dumbass. My women's hunting hat. Sold for $7. Headed to Lakewood, Ohio. Just for Does. That's funny. It's funny because I goofed up again. Come out. Doing the TP. Doing the TP. Doing the TP. Making it bump then grind. Grind. Doing the TP. Grind. Doing the TP. Making it bump then grind. Grind. Sweet FA. Great band, only 2 albums. Both albums pretty damn good, in my opinion. Catherine. Doing it to me. Next up, are you ready for a shirt lot? So we got this unknown butterfly logo design. That's what I called it. That's definitely the heat. I feel a chill and the heat coming on me at the same time. And then we've got the Avengers t-shirt. Both of these sold for $10.50 a piece. Headed to Belvedere, Tennessee. Making it bump back, grind. Okay, 13. Peggy. Peggy, your package farted. Next up, we got Beetlejuice. Aren't they remaking this or something, I believe? They always have to remake stuff and come up with the next Beetlejuice. Why recreate movies? I don't. Easy money. Sold for $4.20. Headed to Agora Hills, California. Like, where's the creativity these days? What's up, baby girl? We're not done yet. Getting close. Linda. Getting close. Reds to Gal. Final record. Sold for $13. Headed to Kyle, Texas, Texas, Texas. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, do I need to give you an apple Quil today too? Well, not two, but I only give it to her when she needs it. I give her half one about every other day, so today is time for one. Do you need a little itchy medicine? Sure. You need a little itchy medicine? Make you feel better. Next up, last U.S. item, Clarence Carter. Cassette tape, sold for $4.20, headed to West Hollywood, California. That's the first cassette. Three. That. All right. Review purchases. Let's go. Oh, don't yawn, James. You're gonna make everybody else yawn. Dang. The Yawning Channel. That's my new YouTube adventure, the Yawning Channel. That might be goofy enough to work. Print label. Oops. Bye. See you later. Don't forget to write. Adios. Have a boy sheep. Have a nice trip. See you tomorrow. Not a record. Not a record. You spin me round like a record, baby. Round, round like a record. Jordan. Jordan. It must have got colder outside all of a sudden because I feel just a draft coming down here. It must have got colder outside. I'm like freezing all of a sudden. Syra. That's a cool name. What's your name? Syra. Part man, part machine. You call me Syra. What's your superpower? I have the ability to call out stupidity. When Gen X was young, when we were young, were we as clueless as some of these people that you see today in the news? The young kids doing things? Like, were we Did we do such clueless things also? But they, of course, they don't seem clueless at the time. At least for us. Alright, I messed up. No. It just stuck to the package, threw me off. Oh. What the hell's going on here? Okay, something is amiss. There's something else sticking to something? Nope, there's that. That's Herman. What the? I'm just moving stuff around trying to... I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, at least nothing got mixed up. You got scratchies! We'll get you fixed up in a minute here. And it only takes about an hour to kick in. Print scan. We'll get you on Itchy here soon, shortly, girl. We'll get you on Itchy, on Itchy, on Itchy, on Itchy, on Itchy, on Itchy. Alright, going out today. Whoops. Yes. There's 20. $51, $52, $53, $54 with Posh, $55, $56. 56 items going out today. 56. The refresh, fresh. Making it bump and grind. Next up, High Desert Door Hat. Headed over to Germany. Sold for $9. Turn on. What the heck? 896. 6. 896. 6. And you're going to want a code. Code for hat. Boink, boink. Bom, 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 bom. Bom, 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 bom. Bom, bom. The USPS is losing too many freaking packages lately. Or just not delivering within 30 days. How about that? I had to refund 2 of them yesterday. Sent the same day. We got Shipwrecked. Yeah. Headed to Germany. Sold for $9.40. And chances are they'll probably get delivered. Just extremely late again. USPS is starting to cost resellers too much money. They're like the eBay and USPS must be working hand in hand. Offer less, charge more. Offer less, charge more. Offer less, charge more. That in the past usually puts people out of business. Got 6, 939. 9.39, 6. Code. Still waiting for that company to challenge the USPS when it comes to smalls. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's going to be coming. A company can't raise their prices twice a year. And not somehow, some way create opportunity for other in the society we live in. The one beauty about the society we live in is the freedom to do that. So I am waiting for that next company to come in and start smacking them around, because USPS doesn't, I mean, they use UPS for their airplanes. So it's not like they're really a big, huge infrastructure if you think about it. They do little things and then hand it off to the big guys. So when are the big guys going to say, hey, we can do the little things better, cheaper, and make more money in the end? It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. I think it's going to come before I die. All right. Thanks, everyone. Oh, well, I forgot to do international end of day. So do we have 51 items plus 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58 items total going out. So upper 50s. Slowly getting that number back up to 100, one way or another. We're getting there. All right, thanks everybody for hanging out. I'll see you all in the next video. Later.